like, my army's better than your army, go away. So I use alt, I see a red unit, and I go after it. Unfortunately, he like haze fires me, so this is kind of sucking. And I'm gonna lose a grunt in here. But I'm like, you know what? Screw this, my army's better than your army, let's go. So Ensnare's really nice because he's got ranged and he can't pull back units very easily when he's ensnared. There you go, I've lost my first grunt. But you know, I made him TP. I lost a grunt. I killed 3 archers. Scoreboard. Oh yeah, and then I killed like a shop and crap. And so I put like everything that's really red. I salve up the weakest grunt just because, hey look, that way you can't like suicide a quill beast or a hunt or something in there. So just kind of making sure there. You see I sent out some PL scouts as well, because I'm thinking he has to have expanded, dude. Like, his army's not very big. Okay, sure, a lot of that's from kills, but I mean, if I have an advantage, the only way you're going to pull that back is with an expansion. I mean, how on earth would my opponent possibly defeat me after I've, you know, fought 3 big battles? You know, but I'm like, okay, now this is what he's doing. He's got this huge archer dot force. I'm like, well, this kind of sucks, but hey, sweet, free archers. So I'm going to knock out a couple of those right there. See an archer that I could kill, so I'm like, alright, windwalk some more, and now I'm out. Level 1 haze hardly slows at all, so I'm moving to average. I guess it's decent. I'm just going to GTFO a little bit, but then I'm like, you know, I don't want to get creep checked or anything, but I feel that I'm going to be okay. So I'm going to have to run some units away pretty soon, but you know, just finishing creeping, he's not coming after me. I'm not sure why. He could do a lot of damage to me right here if he really came out, but... So anyway, there's an observer that was lagging a crap load and wouldn't freaking leave the game. It was really pretty sweet. We're like, dude, leave the game, and he's like, I'm a noob. I don't want to leave the game. And then he ended up getting on a Smurf account the game after. Like in the finals, this is a tournament. This is the Stamai's best of 1. And then he gets in the first game of the finals, he's like on a Smurf account, like, I'm Assassin God. Like after the game started or something, and he lagged, and I was like, dude, leave, and I think he did. And then in game 2, I was like, you're Assassin God. I just like kicked him right away. I, like told somebody to kick him, so he wasn't obviously, and that was fun. But anyway, I'm like, okay, the first 2 most likely expansion spots, he's in an expo again. Alright, well that shouldn't be a problem. I should be okay. You know, I'm not worried about an expo anymore. Of course, he crept some random spot around the map, the top right, and he's got an expo there later. But anyway, you can see I just got Pillage. Pillage is freaking cool. It's like one of the best spells, or best skills, because I'm massing grunts and raids, right? So I've got, you know, the right units for it, of course. And he got a really bad healing scroll there. Like, he could have waited a little bit longer until I actually like casted Forked, but at least he didn't lose anything to the Forked Lightning or something. But I've got some weak raiders, which I'm not saving. That was kind of a bad idea. I'm getting really focus fired a lot and losing a lot of HP. You can see he does dual heal scroll. That does a lot to me. I mean, I'm losing some units, and he's, you know, cycling my blade out of the way, so, you know, that's like my main damage right there. I mean, it's one of my main sources of damage. But he just keeps knocking it up, and that really sucks. But, you know, once the units start thinning down, I've got melee versus ranged, and in small numbers, that is a win for melee. So I keep with it, and though it looked bad at the beginning, I was like, no, dude, I have melee, and he has rage. Also, I have 1-1 upgrade, so I'm confident in the ability of my melee. You know, if I had like 0-0 grunts, I'd be a little more scared, but like, I knew I upgraded. I knew that my units would be stronger than he probably thought they would be, because most orcs don't upgrade. Like, none elves often upgrade. Like, a lot of times I forget to upgrade when I'm like elf, but also I was like, dude, also if I can win this fight, like, you know, I'm towering him, so, you know, towers for the win. And I simply spun up my units because I don't want them to get picked off, because there was a dryad chasing me for a while. And I ended up also like blocking off my own grunt, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so I had like, you know, 1,500 wood, so that's okay. He's gonna kill his peon. I'm like, that's kind of imbalanced. But I've got raiders, and I'm crazy assassin, so you suck. So I'm gonna focus this down. Pretty much get kills. I'm not having anything being salved. I guess my Naga sea witch is, but it's far enough away, which is why I kind of ran it back towards the end there. I was like, oh crap, she's gonna get hit by the hawk. Of course, you know, she wasn't because it has less range, but I was a little scared there. Anyway, I realized that, you know, I just want another fight. I mean, ultimately, like, I saved about 2-3 grunts or so, and I killed a lot more, you know. I keep winning the fights, essentially, because, you know, this Blademaster has a lot of damage, and this early game harassment was very strong. But ultimately, now that he has dots and dryads, I really can't blade harass so much anymore, because, like, he has hawk by him most of the time, so I can't even sneak up on him, and then he casts Fairy Fire and focuses me with, like, dryads, and my blade's pretty worthless, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get some higher levels. You see, get level 4, then I'm gonna just GTFO, and go scout some expansions, and go harass his base, I figure I've got, you know, good enough level that I can pretty much two-shot wisps, right? I hit him with the windwalk, then I hit him with a normal shot, and there's no way in heck anyone will detonate a wisp off of windwalk than a single strike. It's impossible if you're not expecting it. And at this point in the game, you know, 15.5 minutes in, there's no way. So he tries to set a scout wisp, and he knows that I've just crept this expansion out, but he doesn't see the expo. I mean, I figure he's gonna know it's there, but he can't be entirely certain, so I'm not too afraid of him attacking right away. He's gonna make it a priority, but he's not gonna go, like, instantly. So you can see this Blademaster doing a ton of damage. He just mass detonates, like, 2 of them or something. So I'm gonna continue focusing his units a little bit. To see sort of where they're going so that I can get some hits in. I'm like, well, where are your units? Oh, there's one, okay. So instantly killed because I got pretty much max damage right there. I got 50 plus 70. And then I'm like, oh, is Hawk's back? Great, now he can spy on me. Alright, I'm gonna GTFO for now. And yes, I use these phrases in RL. Anyway, I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna continue blade harassing. I'm gonna check expos some more, you know. I lost some peasants getting them hit whenever I check the most likely expansion. Nope, nothing there. I'm gonna check the next most likely expansion, because there's nothing there as well. But meanwhile, check this out. Okay, go watch my creeping right here. Watch this imbalance, watch this imbalance. Oh. And now I've got the melee versus ranged again, which is something you should do if you have 2 raiders. Just go ahead and snare those 2 ogre warriors. It is really useful because they get in the way so much, and also it pulls back those ranged creeps so that you can really surround them and reach them a lot better. So you can see I just pick up a healing scroll because I want to get them against this freaking panda. It's very important to get healing scrolls against the panda. Like, the seems to get more and more recently. The thing is freaking insane. It really is. Like, you get speed scrolls and you get healing scrolls, and you can for the most part counter the panda then. Otherwise you're screwed. So anyway, I've got this blade in his base. I'm wondering kind of what he's doing. I don't see any more wisps, so I'm like, well, fine, whatever. And because I just came back, I mean, if he made any more than 2 wisps, I would have seen the tree working. And since I didn't, you know, I was like, well, what the heck? Now, another thing to realize, against the Beastmaster, you don't go shaman straight away. It's, like, people used to do it, like, I used to do it, but just don't. It's really a very, very bad idea. Because here's what's up. Early game, and I'm, like, early mid, like, you know, between 5 and 10 minutes in, you know, around people will get tier 2, and they start getting 50-something food armies. Like, you will get owned if you spend your food and gold getting frickin' shamans, because they cannot fight for crap. They have no damage, they have no HP, like, they don't even have really good immobilizing abilities. They're just like crap units. And so you don't get them until it's to the point where the Beastmaster's like level 4 or level 5, and you start actually getting rid of good summons. I mean, if you've got 50 food armies each, level 1 Quilbies don't mean that much. If you got 50 food armies and you got level 2 Quilbies, level 2 Hawk, it matters a lot more. As you can see, you got rid of that Dryad. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to win any of those fights at his base once I hit tier 2 without going raids. I mean, it's there, I got 3 kills with that. I mean, then fighting up by the Goblin Merchant, I got more kills with Ensnare than I wouldn't have gotten with Purge. I mean, yes, maybe I would have gotten rid of maybe, you know, a little pig thing or something, but, or Quilbeast. But nowhere near what I was getting with raids. I mean, they have limited mana, even if they're master level, which requires tier 3, which is pretty worthless for the most part of the game. So, but you just don't do it. Sorry, I have a cold. It's really horrible. So raiders, like, are very important. You eventually put a Spirit Lodge down, sure, but you don't make a big priority out of it. You wait until you really kind of need the thing, until his heroes start getting really high up, and you know you can't kill them with a grunt. You know, it gets to the point where the Hawk is solely your army. You need 2 shaman at least. Now here I'm going on, and yeah, he's got Fairy Fire on me. And they're like, dude, assassin, freaking leave the game. What the heck? And then he's lagging, and I'm like, wow, this is fun. But I'm going to creep. Unfortunately, he's been stocking me with Fairy Fire. And hopefully this is what you do when you've got Fairy Fire on your opponent. You stay the heck away, but you sort of make sure, like, I mean, you make sure he doesn't see you, but as soon as he starts creeping, you get in there. You know, you just keep that little bit of distance apart. Now, I was trying to purge away that frickin' Hawk thing, but I guess I misclicked or something. I just didn't purge it away. There would have been a lot of EXP right there. But whatever. But anyway, you know, I was supposed to TP. I don't even know that he has an expansion. I haven't even scouted the one. It is up, by the way. Yeah, it's at 10-7-10. He's had it for longer than I have, right? So he's got an extra 1,000 gold on me. So Like, whatever, I'm up to 2-2 upgrades because, you know, I was trying to keep it to no upkeep for as long as I could. And suddenly here's his army, I'm like, crap, I need a TP. Now, for some reason, my group 2 of Shamans and Troll Berserker was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna help you out or anything. So I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? So I windwalk in, get to the back as quickly as possible, because I need to get rid of these dots. Like, really what he's counting on is haze and everything in his Beastmaster, keeping my army from getting back there. I mean, hazed grunts will never kill strength heroes. Hazed raiders will never kill strength heroes. You need to get in the back line. If you can't, you just get owned. So I'm like, lightning shield is cool, you know. I cast lightning shield on myself twice, end up like almost killing a grunt with it, which is pretty balanced. Kill a hunt right just before it ends, and yes, would have been nice if I had that extra shaman and stuff. But then I'm like, oh sweet, there's like an archer over there. Yeah, you need to die. I don't have any mana for purge, otherwise I would. But I'm like, alright, let's go. He's up to 1-1 upgrades, I'm up to 2-2. I'm still just pumping out raids, grunts and everything. I found this berserker randomly in my expansion for no reason also. That's pretty cool, I think. So I'm like, yeah, I'll like killing your archer. I just created it, and I'm gonna windwalk and kill it again. So I get slowed a little bit, but it was worth killing the archer. I'm not gonna get killed. I mean, Drunken Haze, level 2, doesn't do that much. You know, and with windwalk, I'm still moving it very fast, so obviously I'm doing something right. With level 3, or actually level 2 windwalk. I guess I got level 3 crit or something. Pretty much because I don't need level 3 windwalk, I don't care. The mobility is not really that big of a difference. I don't think it makes any at all. I think I'm at speed cap as it is. And the extra, like, 30 damage when you come out, who cares, dude? I'd rather have an extra 15% on my normal attack, you know, and start just getting all these imba crits on his heroes. So, you know, I'm selling off some items that I don't need because I need a TP. Like, I don't want to leave my base without a TP, not when I'm fighting against a Panda and a Beastmaster. Not when there's a chance that I could lose my blade by getting behind the back line and suddenly focused with Fairy Fire and Dryads. Because Fairy Fire is going to bring my armor very low. And yeah, he's got mass range as his army, so he's got, you know, magic and piercing type damage. But I can't